Hi, my name is Tracy Montague, and I wanted to share two assessment tools that I use through the use of technology with my 4th and 5th grade gifted students to kind of help me get a better understanding of how they are understanding new concepts and ideas that we're sharing in the classroom. I know that in the world of education, it's very hard to keep up with all of the different new technologies that come out, so I wanted to share two that I find to be engaging for the students, to be fairly easy to use, and best of all, to be free. The first one that I wanted to talk about is called Plickers. Plickers is nice because you don't have to have one-on-one devices in your classroom. The teacher actually takes her phone or a personal or classroom iPad, downloads the app onto it, the program, and then asks the children questions that you can display on an interactive whiteboard. Once the children figure out what the answer is, they hold up cards that look almost like QR codes. Each card has a different shape, and each card is registered to each child. And all the teacher has to do to check understanding for each question is scan the room with, like I said, either her personal iPad, a classroom iPad, or her personal cell phone. As you can see, this is our Getting Started guide for Plickers. It tells you how to download the app. You can do it on Android or an iOS. How to get the cards. You can print them for free, or you can now even buy them on Amazon. I typically have just been printing them for free. You sign up on plickers.com. You can create your own content, or there is a library with sets of questions and so forth like that and different topics on plickers.com. You simply scan your student responses, and then you can view your results. The thing that's nice is it's instant. You put the questions up on an interactive whiteboard. The children automatically answer them by holding the cards up in the air. The teacher scans the room, and then you have instant data collection, and you can tell which questions the children understood, which ones they didn't understand, and then you can use that information to help differentiate your lessons for the next day. It's easy, it's fun, the kids enjoy it, it's great to use as a ticket out the door. This second one I wanted to talk about is called Kahoot. Here is a quick video to show you a little bit about how Kahoot works with the children and in a classroom. As you can see, Kahoot is a lot of fun for a lot of kids. So it says go to www.kahoot.com. If you haven't had an account before, then you would simply sign up here for free. I do have an account, so I'm just going to go ahead and log in and show you a little bit of what it's like. So when you get to the Kahoot, the main page, this is what you're going to see. This is the Discover section, so you can kind of scroll through and see what some of the top picks are. Sometimes my kids like to just play, fun games like trivia and things like that. And that's a good place to find some things like that. You can go to this tab where it says Kahoots. It'll show you your Kahoots, which are ones you've created in the past, ones from your school, maybe some ones that you have marked as favorites in the past, or ones that have been shared with you. So this is kind of like your own private library, which is nice. This is where you can go to get reports from data to show past experiences that the children have had in different Kahoot games that you've played. And of course, this is where you can go to create your own. You can upgrade and get a paid version, but the free version has worked absolutely perfectly for me in the past. Now, what I like about Kahoot a lot is that not only can you create your own type quiz, but you can put something in here and a topic, and there are literally thousands of different ones that you could choose from. So let's say I wanted to do order of operations and just get a quick game on this to kind of check my children's understanding. Now I'm going to go to grade level 5 because that's the grade that I would be checking this with. And it gives you can kind of scroll through and see there's a lot of different choices you can choose from. What I do is I'll look at, this one has 758 players, this one has 9,700 players. So this might be one that I would be more likely to look at. What's nice is you can open it, you can see the questions. The questions are here. The amount of time that the children will have to answer each question is here. And you can kind of scroll through and make sure that goes along with the topic that you're teaching. There's two things you can do over here. You can hit play or you can hit challenge. Now challenge is where you would assign this for maybe homework or for them to do outside of the classroom. And you could also link that up with a remind so that you could remind the children how to do it. In this case, we're going to do it as if we were playing with the whole group and the questions were being displayed on an interactive whiteboard. So I would just hit play. Now, again, the name of it's order of operations, so you can choose. Do you want to do player versus player with the one-on-one devices? If you don't have one-on-one devices, you can also do it team versus team. There are many game options that you can choose from just by clicking there, so you could look at that. But let's look at the classic choice. So it asks us if we're ready to join, and then it's going to give us a pin. The pin is going to allow the students to log on. So I have on my phone the Kahoot app open. I'm going to enter the game pin, which is 378670. Hit enter. Now it's going to ask me to come up with a nickname, or the children can put in their real name. It depends. And now I've just put in my real name, so you can see that I am in there. It says, remind you, naughty nicknames beware, because children are children, but they usually do it once and then realize that wasn't the best idea. So you simply hit start, and the game begins. So you can see 3 plus parentheses 2 times 6. Now this is what shows up on the interactive whiteboard. What shows up on the children's devices are simply a red space with a triangle in the middle, a blue space with a diamond in the middle, or a golden space with a circle in the middle. The children then choose the correct answer. So it would be 15, and you can see it automatically shows how many students got the answer correct and then how many students would have gotten the answer incorrect. Students get more points for answering it quickly, and for the more answers that they get correctly in a row, they'll get more points. Once it shows the points of the students or how many they've gotten correct, you simply hit next. It shows a scoreboard. This scoreboard will give you an idea of who's in which place. You hit next and go on to the next question. Now, like I was saying earlier, if you go back to the very beginning, you can look here and where it says reports, you can click on that, and then these are, for example, some games that my students have played in the past. And if I was to go to dangerous decimals, you would simply download it, and you could pull up the data. Now this data shows you all kinds of information. It shows you there's an overview, there are final scores for what the students did. You can see their names are being silly. A question summary, different questions that they wanted to have. You can see who got which one correct, which one's wrong, which ones you need to work on, and which ones the students have mastered. Kahoot is very easy, it's free, it's very engaging, the children love it, they get extremely excited when they get a chance to play a game of Kahoot, and it really lets the teacher know and make sure that the students have the understanding of the content or the ideas that they have taught. So those are two of the web tools that I really enjoy using with my students. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to seeing everyone else's ideas soon. Thank you so much.